but this is a shot of mine that I took of Michael Jackson when I was shooting for Al Sharpton. I was the only photographer allowed in the office when Michael Jackson was there to complain about what Sony Records was doing to him, that they weren't putting the muscle behind his last project. And this is a canvas I gave Reverend Al, and it ended up on the news and all that stuff like that. I was like one of the only photographers that whenever I walked into his office, I was able to go right into the back and just settle in and start documenting whoever it was he was in console with. So I always felt very special to have that type of relationship with Reverend Dr. Al Sharp. If you ask him what's my name, he couldn't tell you because as far as he's concerned, I'm just a vendor. And and he knew I had the association with the Godfather soul, Mr. James Brown. This shot here. Why is this here? Why is this? Okay. It's funny here. This is at Bogart's too. I was standing there, and then I looked down and I saw all these legs. I saw these Filipino legs. And so I said, wow, man, let me get a shot of your legs. And, it's funny because, when I first came to the Philippines and I saw a girl and I said to her, I said, damn, you got some nice legs. She said, what? I said, you got some nice legs. She said, legs? Everybody got legs. I said, "Oh my gosh!" That just show you, how not focused they are on their own personal beauty, or what a Western society say. How we look at women. Someone told me that you never tell a Filipino girl that she's beautiful. So you don't tell them that. I said, my God, why not? They are, but I took this shot of legs. But it was funny. She said, legs? Everybody got legs. I said, not everybody got legs like yours, darling. Let me see. This is one of mine when I was in Las Vegas. I had a big canvas done of Michael that you just saw. And this one was of Mary J. Blige. This portrait here of Mary J. Blige, for those of you who can see it, or those of you who know who she is, this girl here, I thought this canvas hung in her bedroom. And, it was funny because when I got called on to cover high profile events a lot of times. And Mary J. Blige was one of those who was hot at the time. And whenever, the labels were promoting her, I would get a call and say, Gerard, Mary J. Blige is going to be here. Because they knew that when I was there, and also I was working with Kiss FM, shooting for Tanya Simpson, who was the first female VJ on Sirius Radio. So when they, when I saw her again and she saw the photograph, I saw the canvas. I know enough to know that I can never approach the artist. I don't approach the artist. If I want to get to know the artist, I get to know the handler, because there's a handler there who handles the artist, and she goes where she goes. So you don't go approach the artist. You never, you can get to her once you get in good terms with the handler. And so, I showed the handler, my collection of pictures that she wanted to buy them. So, she bought them. And when Mary J. Blige, I saw another album. She said, oh, I have that canvas hanging in my bedroom. I said, well, Miss Blige, I took that photograph. She said, well, thank you. I said, wow, it was a very good hot picture. And I was very honored to know that she had my canvas waking up every morning and looking at it. Oh, but the funny thing is that the person who I sold it to, she didn't pay me. And she owed me $500 and she didn't want to pay me. So I took her to court. I sued her, just like on Judge Judy. I sued her, but she didn't show. So a judgment was rendered against her. So I said, okay, well, the case set us up. About 2 years later, I got a phone call, and she said, Gerard. I said, yes. She said, yeah, this is so-and-so. Oh, Oh, you got my money. So she says, I want to pay you your money. She says, I'm trying to open up a restaurant in Louisiana, a fish restaurant, but I can't open it because there's this judgment against me. So I want to pay you to remove the judgment. I said, well, okay, that's fine. I'm glad it was a power greater than I to get you to pay me my money. But she ended up paying me my money, and the judgment was removed. And I don't know what happened with that restaurant in Louisiana, but it just goes to show you. Same thing happened with Ashford and Simpson. But anyway, because the handlers that get the work, and then they take it to the artist and say here, and they may not tell the artist that it costs them money. It'd be more like a feather in their cap that they're able to get this material, these photographs or whatever, and give it to the artist, and nothing be said of it. This is one of me with the pre-Grammy party. This is Janae Dubois from Good Times. I'm going to make this the last one because this is a good one to end on. This is Janae Dubois from Good Times. This is Vonnie Hilton Sweeney, the founder of the pre-Grammy party. Her son, Howard, and Jade, her granddaughter. This is Ali Woodson. This is Carla Mead Pittman, who's Vonnie's right hand gal. And this is April Sutton. April Sutton, who was the first reporter, the first announcer on BET. She was an award-winning journalist. She also ended up in the Broadcasting Hall of Fame. So she's done a lot in her life. So, I'm going to stop right here. Like I said, maybe I'll do this another time, or maybe do a part 2. But I wanted to do something just to really cement, the gravity of who I am. Not that I need to, but just to really distance myself from, people on the internet or bloggers who are these people who say, oh, you're doing this, doing that. I don't need to do anything, man. Things that I've done in my life, you could never achieve. I've been around greatness. Heavyweights, presidents, or superstars, and these are things that I've done, and things, that can never be taken away from me because of who I am. So why am I going to come here to the Philippines and get in a little pissing contest with some blogger? Believe me, that is not who I am. And that's not how I want to be remembered or talked about. But let's see if you talk about the good things. But more so, I'm on the internet for my daughters because I want them to know and remember who I am. Because they always have a means of seeing me. But anyway, this is Gerard Black in the Philippines with the truth. Remember, dreams are nothing more than plans awaiting action. Never disrespect the elder, always pulls one up. And sometimes you're the only one to see your vision. And the best revenge in life is to live good. I'm living good today. I hope you are too. And if you're lucky enough to have a woman like Ali Woodson, former lead singer of the Temptation One song, treat her like a lady. And ladies, if you're lucky enough to have a good man like me, make him feel like a king. Sometimes, it's funny, because when I'm with Mia, never say no. Sometimes with me and somebody comes to me, hey, aren't you Gerard? Hey, aren't you? And sometimes I'm driving and people yell at me, hey, like this. I said, Mia, how does it feel to be with a superstar? So just joking. But here, I'm going to kind of just do this, and let's kind of remember, I always love you more. This is me with Janae Dubois from Good Times. She used to babysit my oldest daughter. So I love her to death. Let me see who else. This is the flyer that I did honoring Vonnie, Ali Woodson, MC Carter, and Timothy Wilson, who was performing on that. And let me see. This is me with, okay, I'm just going to click on it. This is me with Charlie Wilson and his manager. So yeah, this is me with BB King with my Ukrainian girlfriend, Tatiana. That was kind of fun. Okay, so I said I was going to end on that. Vonnie, Janae, and I was trying to tell you this one last story. Janae and I was with Vonnie. Vonnie, I'm a personal photographer, so I was always around whenever she wanted to have stuff done or whenever she was doing something. This is Sally Rogers. She's a performer. This is Janae Dubois. This is Carlamita Pittman, who was Bonnie's dearest and closest friend. And this is Janae Dubois. So we're here on this day and everything, and we're having a good time and all that stuff. And Bonnie says, let's go to Sammy Davis Jr.'s house. And Sammy Davis is my man. Sammy Davis is my my all-time fantastic, great artist. The Mr. Entertainer. I said, wow, yeah. I'm in my mind, I'm jumping up and down. And Janae says, no, I don't want to go to his house. He's crazy. So we didn't go. And I always told Janae, I'm mad at you for that. But at that time, Sammy Davis Jr. was going through his own trials and tribulations. And so if you knew anything about the last few years of his life, you understand why maybe Janae didn't want to get caught up in that mess. Okay, so I'll always love you more. I'll talk to you later. Peace. Be about something, will you?